The other night we did have a little disagreement, and it was one of those nights where I was just being flat out lazy because I was dead tired for some reason. And I finished dinner, and I took my my plate into the kitchen, and I kind of rinsed it off, and I just set it in the sink. Well, I started dozing off, and she got up to go to the kitchen, and there my dishes were in the sink. And I feel like I'm really good at, if I leave them in the sink, I go back, in a reasonable amount of time to put them in the dishwasher.
And you usually do.
Yes.
You usually are good.
Usually do. This time I heard a comment from her while I was laying on the couch about how I didn't put them in the dishwasher. I left them in the sink. And instead of just pretending like I was asleep and ignoring it, I made a pretty snappy comment back. I think I was like, stop being so nagging. And in my head, I was like, well, that probably wasn't the right thing to say, but I just left it alone. And then I can't really remember how she reacted to that, because I just remember it was just basically tension from then on out, because you could tell like we both kind of wanted to get in our jabs.
Silent.
Yeah,
I decided to be silent.
She was silent, but it was not like a good silent. It was like we were both like, I know I'm right. So I ended up going back to bed, and I was laying in bed for maybe 5 minutes, and I was just like, this is not a good way to end the night. And so I went out to her. She was sitting down at the table on her computer, and just sat in the chair next to her, and I just basically told her, I'm sorry. I'm very tired. I'm not really sure why I'm so tired tonight, but I just apologize because I snapped at her.
And that's the perfect way. He knows how to read me. And I think for marriages, you have to learn how to read each other. And for that disagreement, yes, it sounds small and petty, and there's bigger things in life we could have been having an argument over, but it could have escalated. And the thing that we've learned is that I need to learn how to approach him when I need to say sorry, and he's really developed a really good sense of understanding and knowing how to come to me when he needs to say sorry. And so the way that we know it's resolved is usually by my body language or tone. He can tell whether I've forgiven him, I've accepted it, we're going to move forward, I'm not going to bring it up tomorrow. And then usually by having a conversation, usually I'm able to tell if the same is true for him. But I think it's important to read into each other to see, is this really okay? Are we done on this issue? Because you don't want it to keep coming back. So that's an example of a recent disagreement we've had.
And I did tell her I didn't mean that she's not a nagging wife. She's not a nag. Make sure she understood that.
No girl wants to be a nag.
No.